Okay, so the first thing I would like to show you today, let me just get this out of the way. The first thing I'd like to show you is our new direct shipping to customer option. So normally when people come into the store, they will take the items away from with them. However, from feedback, we now know that sometimes there are items that are maybe too bulky or heavy, or the customer just asks for it to be delivered to their office or maybe to another location at a later date. So we can now do that if we double click on the item that you want to deliver later. There's now a new checkbox called Ship to Customer. So if we tick that and save and close, that will allow that to be dispatched in Prima clients. So that we'll do that on a couple of items, and I'll show you what happens to that. So if we complete this order, as always, if there are items that need to be updated in terms of stock, they will come up. However, the lines that you've checked that box on will always go to the bottom, even if you do have stock of those items, just so they can go through the normal order process through requirements and purchasing if you do want to purchase them. So we'll just update the stock of that one item that we are giving directly to the customer today, and then we'll complete that order. As it's a trade customer, it's just going to pop up with an invoice here. I'll just cancel that and we'll push the order through. So that order, as always, will go into client as normal. So your till orders always go into SOP orders. However, anything that you do not have on hand that we've ticked the box, even if you have got it not checked, if you don't have it on hand, they will all come into requirements. If any of those items you check the box ship to customer you do have on hand, and you have the system key set to auto allocate, they will actually go straight through to your dispatch area, so you can deliver those to the customers. If you do still want to drop ship those items or purchase them for some reason, you can just go into the sales order and unallocate or deallocate from the sales order. But for the items that you don't have, you can see them here. They've come to the top. Refresh that from earlier. And as always, you can highlight the item, you can change the vendor, and it will go through as a standard order. But if you want to, you can always change it to a drop ship or a wrap and pack as a normal order in here. So that's the direct ship to customer option. If we just jump back to the till for a moment. The next thing I want to mention is that we now work with USB card swipers. So if we go and into another order, we'll go and check this one out. So we complete this one and update the stock. If you have your payment gateway set up, so Fat Merchant, Authorized.net or Payer, as you know, you'll be able to see this option when we press card will pop up with your payment gateway window. So the usual options that you see are still there if you want to use a save card for a trade customer, but now you've got a scan card button as well. So if you have got a USB card swiper and it's linked to this machine, all you need to do is press that scan card and swipe it through your machine, and it will automatically fill in all of the card details for you, so you don't have to type them out. And that is also available in the in the Prima client option as well. So just in the same area, you can now swipe your cards instead of having to type new cards out. That's that. Oops, let me just close out of here. Okay, and so back over into an order, just a couple of new buttons to mention. You may have seen these already if you're using the till. We now have a stock check button. So if you select one of the items, sorry, if you have some items in the background, which we do, that are available from any of your EDI vendors, which you have stock check set up on, you'll be able to see this window now. Just the same window as in Prima Client when you're in a normal quote or a normal order. But this allows you to tell the customer if you haven't got it on hand, if they will be able to get this item in a few days, or if maybe SP or Ascendant don't have it in stock, then at least you can give the customer a bit of a time frame on that. So it just gives them more information. So it will bring up your usual DCs that you have set as priority, and you've got your live stock check button at the top right to tell them exactly how many they have right now. And the other button, as it says, is history. So this is your customer sales invoice history. The customer that we're in right now is called First Choice Alarms. So it's brought up all of the invoice history for this customer. And it's exactly the same window as you're used to in the client. So you can do it by item if you want to. And you can also search for keywords. So if your customer has just said they usually get a certain toner and they're not sure which one it is, you can maybe type in a keyword, refresh, and you can tell them these are the ones they've purchased in the past and what date, etc. So we can highlight one of those and we can now add it to the till order as well to save you time. And there it is. Okay, so they are the new features in the till module I wanted to show you. The next thing to talk about is our new report. So anybody using the till will know that we have an end of day report, which is in the activity area, and that will show you all the card payments and cash payments for the day. Now we also have in the client a new report called, oops, in the reporting area, reports, called external payments. It is a spreadsheet report, so make sure you got your spreadsheet or all selected and search. And it's this one here at the bottom called external payments. So this will also include all your till transactions, but it will also include your client transactions that you've marked as externally paid. So you get a big report with a breakdown, lots of notes so you can see whether it came from the till or how it was created. So if it was a card payment, then if you scroll to the right, we have the extra, oops, sorry, clicked on something there. We have the payment type over here, so we can see whether it was credit card or cash. And if it was made through, for example, SagePay or Authorize.net, we'll also have the receipt and payment reference information here. It not only shows you the orders that you have already invoiced, but you can also see over here, we have order status as well. So the things that are still outstanding, if you have already marked it as paid, and you can see whether the invoice has been posted to QuickBooks yet as well. So we've got lots and lots of information in this report. You can also do it for different date criteria, so it doesn't have to be just today's payments. We can look at the payments for the week or the month by coming into this tab. And you can also export it to Excel. So if we want to maybe do some totals, export it to Excel, and then you can put your totals on at the end. Okay, and that concludes the tips for today's forum. I appreciate everybody joining today. We'll now unmute everybody and open the floor for questions.